And in this video I'm going to show you the best trick that I purchased at the Blackpool Magic Convention 2023. Hey everyone, Stephen here. So today is going to be a little bit of a day in the life of a magician. I'm going to take you through my day. Today is Monday, so it's a day where I don't have any gigs. I want to show you kind of the things I get up to whilst I am still working, but you know, it's the business side of magic rather than the performance side. And then later in the video I'm going to show you a trick that I saw at the Blackpool Magic Convention that I bought, and everybody that I spoke to at the Blackpool Magic Convention, I just had to show them it because I think this is the ideal trick for any working magician. Every Monday I have a Zoom call, and it is basically a group of magicians. We get together, we have a chat, and we talk business, we share some tips. As well as that, it's more of an accountability as well, so we see exactly what we've done this week and what we can do going forward and how we can get better. So I'm going to just jump over to the office, I'm going to jump on that Zoom call, they've got some paperwork to do, and we'll go from there. So let's go and join a Zoom call. Boom! And there's the Zoom call complete. Really good call. Some nice information shared there. So now I've got some paperwork to do, and I've got a couple of blog posts that I'm putting on my website. So I'm going to slowly start doing them. And there we have it. Work is now complete, so I do have a couple of errands to run, so I'm going to head into town and I'm going to do them, and then after that I'm going to talk to you about one of the best tricks that I saw at Blackpool Magic Convention and why you need to get it. So let's jump into town, let's go, come on. There we go, so that's the errands in town been done. I had a couple of bits of paperwork to send off, and I had a parcel sent to a friend, and whilst I was there I got a little Subway. But because I am kind of treating myself a little bit and I'm trying to get rid of a bit of the fat, I've decided to get a salad. Who goes to Subway and gets a salad? So I'm going to sit and enjoy this, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the best tricks I saw at the Blackpool Magic Convention. Subway completed it, mate. So I thought I would run through a couple of things that I purchased at Blackpool and then explain to you why I purchased one of the things that I did and why it solves a couple of problems that I've got. So the first thing I purchased was this. This is called Beyond Reform by Matthew Wright. Now this is basically a turn and restored card. You tear the card into 4 pieces, you place it in the spectator's hand and they fuse back together. However, it's kind of mismade, there's tears round the side. This is a fantabulous effect, and I'll be honest, I am going to do this. I've already put a couple of these gimmicks into my close-up case. I've practiced the handling a little bit, so definitely one that I recommend. Alright, the next trick is one called Mine, Yours and Minnie. Basically, this is from Paul Martin and Jamie Raven. This is a take on the bank night routine. I do the other version, which is called Mine, Yours and Mystery, which is 3 envelopes, and inside one of the envelopes there's £5, inside the next one there's 50, next one there's 500, and they'll choose the one with the fiver. But this is even better because this is a close-up version, a more direct to the point version, and I do use the other one on stage, so I'm going to start using this more close up. So we check out the Pro Magic Academy for this trick and you'll be able to purchase it, and it is absolutely amazing. Alright, so another thing that I purchased was this. This just looks like a card because it is. It's a QR code that takes you to a video. It is called How to Fool Friends and Entertain People. Basically this is a massive project where Matthew Wright takes you through his entire evening at the Chamber of Secrets in Torremolinos. I've performed there. That show, The One Trick Wonder, was also written there. So it's not, there's no tricks taught, there is slight references to method, however, it is mainly about how you can take a standard show and make it an overall experience for your guests. Something else I purchased was this. It's a kind of magic from Jack Rhodes. If you are into kind of magic and comedy, you probably came across Jack before. Jack is a good friend of mine. We do talk a fair bit about YouTube and stuff like that. And it was really nice to see him do a lecture, because I know the amount of work that he's put in. He has deserved it. So I got to say, his lecture notes, I do believe he's got some available. So send him a little message, because inside the lecture notes, there's a couple of kind of YouTube things that you can apply to your magic in the real world, which, you know, it's things that I haven't really thought about, so it's really got me thinking. Another trick that I purchased at the Blackpool Magic Convention 2023 was one called Leave It to Beaver. Basically, this is a card where a signed card appears in a stuffed toy. Now, this is a routine from a friend of mine called Mark Bennett, and it is really, really good because there's a lot of comedy. You're not just buying the prop to do the trick, you're buying the routine. And you may not know this, but Mark has performed his show countless times at a place called Smoke and Mirrors, which is in Bristol. I did do a little vlog on my time in Bristol, so if you are interested in that, just click up here. Mark Bennett brought out this. This is called the drink deck. Basically what it is it's a deck of cards. Wow, a deck of cards, I hear you say. It is a rainbow deck. Oh, a rainbow deck, I hear you say. However, it is a rainbow deck where every single card is basically a different drink, but they are also magicians. So for example, you have Tom Mullica. You have Heineken, but it's Heinekal. So it's Karl Hein. There's like Jägermeister, but it's Alan Rorison. And loads of different magicians. The thing I like about this is the variety of colour that you get from this. With some rainbow decks, they are very kind of RGB, so they're red, green and blue and yellow, and that's it. But with this, as you'll see, there are loads of different shades, loads of different colours, and even when it's shuffled, you know, like you can still, it's still going to look really, really mixed. So this is definitely something I'm going to use. I'm going to replace it with my rainbow deck, and we're going to use this. So that is just some of the things that I purchased at the Blackpool 2023 Magic Convention. However, I'm going to show you the best thing. Genuinely, this is probably the trick that working magicians should go out and get. When I went to Blackpool, I always kind of think what do I want to get from the convention. So I'll always go through the plan and I'll go, I want to see this guy lecture, I want to see that girl lecture, I want to see this, I want to see that. And one of the other things that I do is I say to myself, I'm going to the biggest dealer's hall in the world. There's going to be the biggest selection of magic. What do I need? And one of the things that I wanted this year was a trick that basically I could do for the bride and groom, or the bride and bride, groom and groom, the couple. And that trick is the Royal Couple by G Magic. I've been doing these standard anniversary walks where you get 2 cards, they sign it, and they put their name on it, and they end up with 1 card, and it's a beautiful trick. The problem with the trick is I've been doing weddings that long that I'm starting to see the same bride and grooms. So what I mean by that is they'll get married, a couple of years later their friends are getting married and they're at the wedding. Because the trick that I do is so memorable for them, it basically takes that trick and diminishes it for the second group. But because the trick is so special, what happens is the bride will go, oh, you should book Stephen. He done this thing where he took 2 cards and they fused together and he put them in her hands and it was beautiful. Then that means they're getting that moment, which is lovely, but they know what to expect. So I wanted a trick that would be exactly like that, so I bought this. This is the Royal Couple. So basically what happens if you have 2 cards selected, they write their names on the back, you put the 2 cards in their hands like this, and they fuse together. Now that in itself is magical, but the bit I do like is this. The bride and groom are now holding hands. So this is not a review of this trick, I just want to recommend this to you because this solves a lot of problems. It's very easy to set up. You do get a 10-minute tutorial. You basically get a QR code. You get 100 gimmicks and it's like 35 quid, so they work out basically pennies. So yeah, I just want to recommend that, and that is what I got at the Blackpool Magic Convention 2023. So that is just a little day in the life of being a magician and a little chat about some things I got at the Blackpool Magic Convention. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure you give me a wee thumbs up, click the subscribe button and switch that notification bell on so every time I post a new video you get notified, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Awkward. Very awkward. Right, end the video.